Greetings, everybody. It's the Wyco Nomad with Wyco Resiliency on another weekly broadcast, whatever we want to call it. And yes, we're drinking Smooth Finish Light Roast tonight. There we go. It'll be a quiet one. That's right. As always, Blackout Coffee Company, Smooth Finish Light Roast for me tonight. So we've been talking about food, we talked about bug out bags, evacuation bags, we've talked about the power grid, even building a canine or a family pet, the furry family members evacuation bags, stuff like that. And many of you know that I don't put too much emphasis on the what we like to call the pew-pews. Number one, the YouTube algorithms, and honestly, every other channel is about gun this, gun that, gun that. And I'll tell you, today was a rough day. Got into 8 gunfights on my way home. My primary rifle failed. I had to switch over to my secondary pistol. I'm glad I had my plate carrier. I really wish I took a graze went by from the Panamanian paratroopers. Actually, I think they were North Korean paratroopers, and along with the along with the Yellowstone Volcano Militia zombies. Man, I'm glad I had all my tactical gear. No, none of that happened today. But what did happen today is I ate 4 times. And I'm probably going to eat a 5th. Did you get into a gun battle today? I know. We all want to live out, we're all the hero of our prepper fantasy. I'm going to put on my nods, I'm going to put on my belt helmet, I'm going to wear my plate carrier, and I'm going to defend the homestead. How much food you got? How much water you got? How much medical kit do you got? How much meds do you got? If those are not up to par, you're failing. But with that, what about gear? What about a Minuteman gear? I'm a minimalist in the concept of that. I really am. I go by the philosophy is you need one good carbine and one good sidearm. You need a pistol and a carbine. You really want to go a little bit further, maybe a shotgun as well. This is for your defense. Not going to jump into your hunting rifles and stuff like that for food procurement. Your 22, having a longbow, compound, but whatever. We're not going to go dive deep into that. You need one good carbine, and you need one good handgun. On top of that, you need the replacement parts for the things that fail. So, as a good brother said, as a good brother was saying the other day, he's like, have that one carbine that you're proficient with, and then get a second one, not an 11th one, but get a second one. If your food and shit ain't on target, you need the one. Then you need your pistol. Okay? Have the change out parts. Yes, they're blocky, they're good, and I'm not gonna, listen to the online arguments of 911 versus Glock and SIG versus. Who cares? Ford, Chevy, Dodge, same bullshit. Your ego stroking. Not on this channel. Don't even comment with a joke about it. I will delete it. Okay? I don't care if you like SIG, Glock. I don't care if you like HK. A lot of mags. We'll start with, got to have a 9mm. Why? It's a cheap round and it's plentiful. I agree with the G19 or the G17, either or. I do believe if you're going to run a 19, make sure you have 17 mags available, especially if you're running with a mutual assistance group, because someone in your group is going to have a 17. Meat mitts. Kind of like the bigger frame, okay? There's just something about it. So, Glock 17, Glock 19, either or. Don't get me wrong, I like the Glock 19. Kind of like, I also like my Glock 20, but that's 10mm. So, The 9mm is pretty much the go-to. If your mag says, hey, we're going to go to a standard, 10mm, we're going to go with 45, great. Make sure you have that. I believe in having actual, how should we put it? Everyone runs the same, especially if you're running in patrols like that. So if something happens and you run low, if you are in that, that fantasy firefight that you're dreaming of, that you just can't wait, so you can test out your gear, so you can be the superhero of your prepper fantasy. When you run low, Billy or Sue can throw an extra mag to you, and you can stay in the fight. So I say stay with a 9mm. That's just me. And like I said, G19, G17, go with the Glock. Get the 5 replaceable parts for when they fail. You just replace them. Go with that. I also believe in the AR-15 platform. You do not need the short barrel. You do not need the SBR. You don't need the 10.5. You don't need the 11. You need a standard AR-15. If you cannot CQB with a standard size rifle, you don't know how to CQB. Plain and simple. Many military, many units that do CQB have done it with a full-size rifle. You don't have to have the short barrel. Okay? Don't need your 300 Blackout Gucci round. Okay? 5.56 AR platform. There's your carbine. Don't add all the stupid accessories where you take a simple 7-pound rifle and turn it into a 19-pound monstrosity. But gear. Okay, play with your Barbie dolls later. I mean, essentially that's what the AR-15 is. It's the Barbie rifle for men. I can accessorize. Flashlight, optic. And those of you that use your optics, take your damn optic off. Learn to shoot that thing using iron sights. Optics fail. There you go. You don't need all the other bullshit on it. Okay? Plain and simple. Get yourself several magazines. Keep them up. Get the ammo for it. Get replacement parts. Keep them on hand for your AR. Because if you are going to be living out your prepper fantasy, you're going to be going through barrels and everything else. So you better stock up on that. So that's your basic kit. And then a shotgun, I don't know, pick a good 12 gauge. Go with a Mossberg. Go with a Shockwave. Okay? Plain and simple. Get a good 12 gauge shotgun. Get some double lock butt. Get some slugs. There you go. You're good. If you're going to go hunting, have a hunting shotgun. As far as your hunting rifle, I don't know, 308, 30-06. I'm a 30-06 fan. I really am. However, with the AR-10 platform in 308, I kind of lean more toward a 308 hunting round. That's pretty much plenty for where I live. Okay? So, your combat gear pew-pews. All you need is one good carbine, AR-15 platform. And you AK guys, go with your AKs. Make sure, everyone else is all, you want to have stuff that matches. You want to be able to swap in the event that your prepper fantasy comes true. Have that 9mm. Now that you have those, instead of accessorizing it with nods and laser designators and all the other fancy things that's going to make it a 30-pound monstrosity, take all that money and get training. Learn how to shoot and move. Going to your stand-up range and shooting paper targets is not training. Go to a carbine 1 class. Go to advanced pistol. Go to advanced rifle. Take some CQB courses if you think you're going to be CQBing. Okay? Get training. You need a $500 rifle and $2,000 worth of training. You don't need $2,000 rifle and $500 worth of training. Basically, Possession does not equal proficiency. You need to train, and you need to get out there, and you need to train on a regular basis, not once a month, on a regular basis. That's the important part of your security and the important part of having the pew-pews. Plain and simple. You just need one good carabine, one good pistol, and a lot of exceptional training. And with that, I am the Wyco Nomad. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check in the descriptions for ways that you can support the show by purchasing through the link. Blackout Coffee. Get some. Get some now. Also, don't forget, they sell teas. They have t-shirts, hats. They even have hot chocolates. They have dark roast, light roast, medium roast. They have flavored roasts. Blackout Coffee Company. Also, during your grit down fantasies, you're going to run out of antibiotics. Be sure to check out Jace Case in the description to order your antibiotics. They're not fish antibiotics. They're actually antibiotics prescribed by a doctor. Check out the link. Get $10 off. They also have a way for you to get a year's supply of most of your meds that you take on a daily basis. Check that out. You don't want to be without medications if the grid goes down. Got to add something to your bug out bag? Get Titan Survival Cord. Get it now. I'm trying to do the whole, Actually, check out Titan Survival. They got some awesome stuff. Use the link. I believe it is a 7% discount. I'm not sure. Shame on me. I should actually know this. Also, you're going to get hurt. You're going to need medical. Use the Refuge Medical web link. Get free shipping. That way you can help Wyco Resiliency build up their credits toward getting essentially a hospital in a bag so that we can be a much greater help during disaster recovery, during disaster relief for tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, all that stuff. You guys, with utilizing these companies, you're helping you're helping Wyco Resiliency be able to extend its scope and practice into disaster recovery, and I do thank you for that. Those of you that actually stayed and watched the whole thing, thank you. With that, I'm out. Watch your six. Till next time. Peace.